Okay, so first place Soul Pun, second Cottonmouth,
No way. Nice.
third is Dehighs,
No
fourth
way.
Racer, fifth Iceman, sixth Creature,
Gas didn't want to go.
seventh Kairos, eighth Bumskag, ninth Dorcheck, 10th Stone, 11th Madcat, 12th Nuclear Penguins, and 13 is Flame. So we're all in a line. Perfect. So keep it nice and tight. We're going to be doing about 30, 35 miles per hour around for the first lap. If everyone could catch up. I'm going to slow down a little bit, guys, just so everyone's grouped up.
Yeah, I want to bang each other.
And I'm also going to do everyone a public service and take out some fences over here.
Yay. Sweet, thanks.
Adam, you are 7th.
Slow up, Ice Dude.
You're way at the back?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the PRA Bronze Series race. It's race number 6 in season 2, and we have a killer race for all of you guys tonight. I'm with your host, B-Dog, and my name is Grandpa, and we are excited to be with you.
Welcome into the booth, Grandpa. Back again. Week number 4 in the Bronze Series. We jumped in for week number 3 in the Gold Series. And I feel like it went pretty good. Everything seemed to go quite smoothly. But tonight we have 13 of the best drivers in the PRA Wreckfest Bronze Series. 24 drivers qualified tonight for 13 spots. So the other 11 guys will be in a consolation race that is happening right now, but it is just off stream. So welcome in. We are live on YouTube and on Facebook in the Wreckfest community on Facebook. So welcome in to everybody, and I hope everybody is enjoying tonight. Our pace car, beautiful wired, will be pulling off here shortly. I think my game might have crashed. No, I did. I lagged just a little bit. Looks like everything's fine. However, Cottonmouth will be leading us to the green flag, and it looks like we are currently underway. Actually, Soul Pun will be leading us to the green flag. My apologies. So Soul Pun to the green flag for 30 laps here at Sandstone Raceway Short.
And Soul Pun's out to a beautiful lead. Got the jump, perfect timing, hit the first corner perfect, and the top 3 are single file.
Yeah, we got 30 laps of race.
So it looked like we had some technical difficulties there off the start. I think everybody can hear us, however, but technical difficulties seem to be ironed out. Once again, we are 30 lap racing here at Sandstone with the stage break at lap 20. This is the Bronze Series racing. This is the first race of the race week for PRA Wreckfest. So we got an action-packed night. Soul Pun put down the quickest lap out of everybody, running a 48.4, which was 3/10 quicker than Cottonmouth, who is in the 3rd place. So, I mean, you got 30 laps. This track is very tricky. What's the big things to take away from this, Grandpa?
The biggest thing is momentum. Who can keep up the momentum and be consistent? These guys are going to have their hands full with lots of lefts and rights, tight corners, and it's not a very wide track. Passing is going to be extremely challenging, but these guys were practicing all weekend, put in tons of laps, and I'm excited to see how this race is going to turn out.
Yeah, and like you said, been practicing a lot, putting in a lot of laps. That is this guy's Soul Pun right now. He is running Silver Series lap times. He was running such quick lap times, we had to call him in for a meeting and ask if he did want to move up to Silver. Well, he's also defending a Bronze Championship right now. Well, he's not defending. He currently has a lead, 5-point lead that he's trying to defend and win the title. So it wouldn't be fair to him just to kick him out and say, hey, man, you got to go to Silver, when he's trying to win a Bronze Championship. So he said he would love to race in Silver, but next season. And we're going to give him an opportunity to if he keeps racing like this. But yeah, he is a product of putting in the work. He has put in the work, and now he is reaping that success of the work that he is putting in. So congratulations to him. I believe this is his race to lose.
Absolutely. He always said qualifying was a challenge for him. And tonight, looks like he nailed it, got the pole, took off on a great start. And RC Racer is, he's right there. Hopefully he's not feeling the pressure. If he stays out front, I see him with a solid finish tonight.
Yeah, like we mentioned earlier, guys, we had 24 drivers try to compete for 13 spots. This is just a lot of people wanting to race. In PRA, we only allow 13 drivers into the Bronze Series because we reserve 3 spots, 2 for our commentator and 1 for our race official. As we see RC Racer get on his side and go completely down the hill when he's in second place. I think the caster curse might have got to him. Looks like he's going to have to reset. We're not too sure of when there will be a caution because we're in the booth, but however, we will be able to quickly tell if the leader slows down when he crosses the line. And it looks like Ice Dude also happened in the same corner, so it looks like a caution might be out. We're going to go back to Soul Pun here and see what happens once he crosses the start-finish line.
I'm thinking that's going to be 2 tallies, but we'll see what our race official thinks.
Yep, 2 tallies.
Yep. And look at that time that Soul Pun just put down, a 48 flat. We are talking Gold Series times for Soul Pun. He is incredibly fast here.
Wow. I mean, you nailed the head on the coffin with that one. I mean, that's just absolutely crazy. 48 flat. I mean, we've seen some of the gold guys running, like you said, I mean, 47s, high 47s, and he's running a 48 flat. I mean, look at the next quickest guy is Kairos with a 48.8. So he's close to a second quicker. I mean, this has just been a dominating performance. I mean, he just came out and wanted to make a statement saying, hey, I'm here to race and I'm here to win.
He wants to race in silver so bad, but he wants to stay in bronze. So his way to race in the silver, he's going for the fastest lap and the win tonight. And that's how he's going to achieve to race silver if he wants to do that. He's still got a lot of laps to go. These guys are just getting warmed up. Some of these guys can give him a run for his money, but Soul Pun is off to a great start.
And I just wanted to thank everybody on Facebook that's going to be tuning in tonight. Once again, we're live in the Wreckfest community. We're about 6 laps in this 30-lap contest. We have silver coming up right after this. Normally they'll be starting in 1 minute, but however, we kind of running late a little bit. So that's what happens when you have so many drivers interested in racing. I mean, we want to accommodate all the drivers, as many drivers as possible, and that's what we try to do here at PRA. So we'll have silver coming up right after this. The 2 drivers who will be joining silver will be the driver who wins this race and the driver who has the fastest lap time. I think Soul Pun will be racing in silver with that 48.0 regardless of where he finishes.
I fully agree, and we're about to go green here. We'll see how he does on this restart.
Well, Grandpa, go ahead and take us to the green.
We're coming up to the finish line. You're about to go green. And the green flag is out. Here goes Soul Pun. Look at that lead. And he got a little push from Creature behind him. And he's off to a great start. It's actually Kairos behind him. So he's off to second with that little push. Good job for him. Smart move.
And it's going to come down to if Soul Pun makes a mistake. And there's a lot of positions, a lot of tracks or corners on this track where a mistake can be made, as we saw Ice Dude and RC Racer wrecking the same spot. So it's going to come down, can Soul Pun put down efficient, clean laps in order to maintain this lead? Because this track is not a track where you can just cruise. All right, you're going to have to hit your marks or you're going to get passed.
Absolutely. And it is super easy to make mistakes. There's 2 or 3 corners. If you hit your tire on the little berm there, you're going to go rolling, as we've seen it happen twice already within the first couple laps. And while we were qualifying, Soul Pun did flip twice. So as long as he doesn't make any mistakes, he should be off to a good start, but he can make mistakes.
And one thing, like you said, I mean, it can happen. The mistakes can happen. It can happen instantly. I mean, if you try to hit the apex of a corner just right and you understeer or you oversteer, you will hit that berm and you will roll over. So, I mean, as you see, Soul Pun's checking out, but there's also a big battle for the second place spot. I mean, like I said, guys, the top 3 get stage points at lap 20. So we're going to throw the caution at lap 20, and the top 3 get that 1 stage point, which is very crucial because it's points nobody else is getting. But the battle looks like to be heating up between Creature and D-High 78. 3-wide battle with a newcomer. Oh, D-High's had to check up there a little bit. Very intense battle.
We have a caution.
Okay, so caution.
Soul Pun is checking up.
It looks like, yeah, caution is out. Not really too sure what happened, but we have the wonderful Wired in the booth taking care of everything when it comes to that. So I know he's doing a phenomenal job getting everything organized. Not really too sure what happened exactly, but we're going to get these guys back up running double file. Get this race back under green very shortly.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what if someone is dropping to the back. I see Dorchek and Mad Cat back there. I'm not really sure if one of them was a part of it.
I feel like the person that we're going to need to watch here, and as I am on him, is Creature. I mean, he hasn't been making the best of friends. Some people not really necessarily racing dirty, but they're saying he's been racing aggressive, which, you know, you want to race aggressive in order to win. So that'll be a guy I want to watch out and see how he makes his way up through the field. I mean, he's qualified 6th, and currently he is in 5th, so he's maintaining his position. But the big jump looks like it is actually Nuclear. Penguins, he started out 12th and is currently in the 4th position. So,
All the way up to 4th already, within 9 laps.
And I'm just going to say that's the product of him keeping it clean and keeping it on the track while everybody else is making mistakes. But nonetheless, we're about to restart here with about 10 to go to the stage. Soul Pun, our pole sitter, will get us going as we restart and get this race back underway. Looks like Wired is holding them, and we are underway with the restart. K-Rush gets a very good jump. If anybody's going to make a move on Soul Pun, you got to make it now. I mean, obviously he's fast by himself, but how good is he around traffic? I mean,
Yeah, how does he handle pressure? How does he handle with someone side by side going into a corner?
And it looks like Creature's a little bit off the track, but yeah, like you were saying, when he has that pressure, or if just another driver's around him, how is he going to handle racing not in open air? Not him with just seeing nothing but daylight. Seeing that other car in front of you, it can play tricks, but everybody seems to be getting through the corner okay. Dorchek did a little bit of oversteer, as we mentioned previously, and got up on 2 wheels. Didn't flip, however. Creature's off the track a little bit. The battle is really heating up with these guys in the back half of the field. But look, we got to understand something. These guys earned their spot to be in this race. Even if they finish in last, they still finish 13th out of 24 drivers. So it's not a lost cause for anybody.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, they care about this, right? Like, they're having a good time. The Bronze Series is always a great time, but everybody wants a little taste of what's up and coming, right? They want to be in the silver. They want to reach gold. They even want to reach global. So these guys are putting in their time. They're working hard. They're battling hard. Maybe a little aggressive here and there, just trying to get that extra position for those points. But they're proving that these guys belong here, and they're having a blast.
So I want to look at the top 3 right here with Cottonmouth and Penguin racing for that 3rd position, that 3rd and final stage point at lap 20. So when lap 20 hits, these drivers will be slowing down for the mandatory caution. We are allowed to have other cautions in PRA, but in the Bronze Series, we race for stage points. All races are 30 laps. So Nuclear Penguin, he started in 12th. He ran a 49.3. He's right now running a 49.9, so his qualifying pace was a little bit better than his race pace. With about 8 laps till the stage, he is breathing down the neck of Cottonmouth. Looked like K-Roast has made his way comfortably into second, so looks like he'll lock that down. But as I look in the rearview mirror of Penguins, he's got a mirror full of hungry drivers.
Oh my God, they're just all over each other, side by side, constantly. And they're making a great race out of this. Battling for even just for 3rd and 4th is great.
I mean, we got these guys.
Hey, they're 3 wide coming to the finish line. That's incredible.
Exactly, 3 wide. And RC Racer, he was in second when he flipped. He is looking to pounce on these guys. I want to give a little spotlight here to Flame Crazy. He is making his debut in PRA. Oh, we have a car flipping. Nuclear is flipping. I think that will bring out the
Mad Cat's flipping.
Mad Cat.
He got caught up.
Also flipping. Trying to find Mad Cat. Oh, there's Mad Cat right there in the back. Yeah, these guys are probably going to be racing back to the line. I just looked in the rearview mirror as I was trying to give Flame his due respect and see a blue car flipping. So yeah, that's definitely going to have to be a caution. These guys are going to be racing back to lap 14. Wow.
Still pushing. Mad Cat, Bumskag are side by side in these tight little corners, and they are holding their own. They're doing a great job.
Well, the door opened. I mean, how many restarts is Soul Pun going to have to survive?
Well, they're making them earn it. That's for sure.
I mean, that's what I'm looking at. I mean, he's constantly having to do these restarts, and you know, he's picking this right lane, which will be the best lane in my opinion, and he's got to get away. But I feel like K-Rose might have found a groove here. Just looking at the lap times, the only driver under 48 or 49 seconds, and he's in second spot. So I just want to highlight him for a second. If anybody's going to give Soul Pun a challenge, it will be him. Soul Pun put down that 48 time, but I mean, I wish we could see his consistent lap times, but we know he has ran a 48 at least one time around the circuit, which is absolutely insane.
Absolutely. And one thing I'm noticing too, there's with a lot of these up and coming guys here that are brand new to the PRA, there's nerves, right? Everybody's nervous. They're trying their best, but they want the respect. They want to give the respect and earn it, and they're racing hard, but trying to be clean. So you can tell the nerves are starting to get to a couple of these guys, but you know what? As these races go on, they'll get better and better. And the more practice and more time they get into it, you're going to see some fast times and seeing some guys racing in silver.
So I want to give the due diligence and the notoriety and all the other fancy words a spotlight to Flame Crazy here. He is making his debut in PRA, not just the Bronze Series, but PRA in general, and he's looking to pick up a top 3 finish. I mean, he has the potential to go for that win, but running up in the upper half of the field out of 24 drivers that attempted, I mean, that's pretty impressive for your first start ever. But however, we're getting ready to go green, and Grandpa takes us to the green.
Let's see how Soul Pun brings it here. And if he can get away from Kairos, he's going to jump on it. And we're about to go green. And we're green and we're going. Ah, great jump from Kairos. Side by side going into turn 1. And Flame is waiting for a mistake. He is right there. Flame looking for second place. He's trying to go. And RC Racer is trying to get back into the mix.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow, I don't know what's going to happen here. We got D-Highs on his lid flipping down the mountain. Nuclear just shot out of a cannon after that restart, and he seems to be falling back a little bit after blowing that sweeping corner. Just popped on board a Creature because he was in the middle of the pack. I just wanted to see how he was going to do working his way up. We're about to get to halfway through this race, guys. It's starting to heat up a little bit. Maybe, you know, that inexperience that Flame has in PRA, the lack of aggressiveness, you know, maybe that played a role. I mean, he restarted 3rd, and he's now in 7th, so... You know, a lot of these other guys, they've had those restarts in PRA. They know what to expect.
Absolutely. And, you know, let's give a lot of respect to the track. This track is not easy. It is challenging. It doesn't look difficult, but with all these turns and, the hills, it is challenging. And if you're not able to hit your line, that challenge of trying to be consistent, being side by side with somebody is actually really difficult. And these guys are doing a great job.
Well, we're looking at Kairos right now. Kairos. He's not letting Soul Pun get away. So it's going to be interesting to see how he handles this in the closing laps when we come up on this stage break that will be happening at lap 20. RC Racer, after flipping when he was in 2nd, he is back up to 3rd, prowling for a podium. RC Racer, he finally has a 163 Road Slayer. He was racing in Bloomfield, race number 1, with like a 140 Road Slayer or something along the lines of that, and he was running with the best of them. So the racecraft is there now that he's got the full power under the hood. I want to see how he can do, just checking the lap times. So we got the top 3 have ran under a 49, so they're there. They're here to race, and they want to let everybody know that they're coming. And D-Highs, just looking at D-Highs, he's ran a 49.0, so that's also a very quick time. We got about 2 laps to go until the stage break. What's going to happen? I mean, what do you expect happening as these laps winding down?
I think Kairos, if I butcher it, I apologize. And RC Racer, they're just taking notes, right? They're watching Soul Pun. They're seeing his line. They're learning. They're trying to figure out what they can do to keep up with him following these last 10 laps. They're just playing it safe. They want to be there for this last restart. Hopefully, it's the last restart for these guys. And I think they're just trying to get to lap 20 and get a reset. And then I think you're going to see maybe a little bit more aggressive driving. They want that top spot. They want silver. They want to race again tonight.
So there's a lot on the line here. So like you mentioned, silver. I mean, you're racing for the win. You're racing for stage points, and you're racing to get into the Silver Series that's happening right after this. So, I mean, Bronze, you have the most to race for out of any other league possible. And these guys know that, and that's why we have such a great turnout week in and week out in the Bronze Series. I mean, we've had double the amount of people, that we needed in a lobby. We had 28 people register, okay, 24 people qualified. I mean, we can't say enough the popularity of this series, the Bronze Series. And we have 2 other series in PRA, the Silver and the Gold, that max out as well. So, there's a lot of good things going around in PRA as Penguins dives it in on Cottonmouth. Maybe had a little bit a different breaking line. But, however, I do want to pop on with the man of the hour. Looks like Soul Pun will be our stage winner as he comes around this last corner ever so slightly. Soul Pun looks like he's going to be the stage winner. Kairos will be finishing second. And we have a battle. It looks like Stone passed RC Racer. So Stone's going to get that illustrious stage point. So the caution is out. Stage is ended. We're going to restack them and repack them, and we're going to go green with 10 laps to go.
Yeah, I mean, you got Creature and Cottonmouth 6th and 7th. They're battling for that second place in points. There's a lot in the line for those two, so they're pushing hard.
I just want to give a shout out to K-Rose. This is his second week in, and he's really performing very well. And he's giving everybody a run for their money, and respect to him for doing that. As we get to go green with about 10 laps left, Grandpa, what do you think is the most trickiest corner on this track?
Personally, I think it's, I want to say it's turn 4, where there's that little dip, and you have to make the right-hand turn with that berm being pretty high on the inside. If you don't hit that right, and your right front tire hits that berm, you are flipping. But if you don't hit it right, too, and you go too wide, you push too hard, you lose so much momentum, the guy can get right by you, no problem behind you. So, hitting that corner, maybe even the first turn going up the hill and sharp right down the hill, that's a tight one too. If you're side by side, someone's got to give, and that's a tough one too.
You mentioned the berms. The berms on this track can help you a lot, get that car pointed in the right direction, but it also can hurt you a lot. So it's that major risk versus reward.
Absolutely. And mistakes here are like usually pretty significant. It's not just like a little mistake here and there. If you make a mistake, you're paying for it big time. So these guys are not just battling each other, they're also battling the track.
Alrighty, I'm going to pop on board with Nuclear as we go green with 10 laps remaining in this race. I'm popping on board with him because he made some moves in the last restart, so it might get exciting being on board with him. Soul Pun again. For the 4th time, is going to lead the field to green, and Kairos gets an amazing start. This will be interesting to see if Soul Pun can get back by him. Kairos has cleared him.
What a move. That was an awesome move. From the outside in, he took that. Now can he hold Soul Pun? That's going to be a challenge.
Well, we got RC Racer and Flame kind of getting into it. Everything seems to figure out with them. The aggression is starting to ramp up, but the story right now is Soul Pun. He has gotten past on that restart by Kairos. Can he put down the laps that is needed in order to win this race? The battle is heating up. We're coming with 9 laps to go. Soul Pun, no doubt, one of the quickest drivers, as he's looking to nudge him just a little bit.
Can Soul Pun contain his nerves, or can Kairos make few mistakes? We'll see. These last 8 laps are going to be intense.
Well, this battle for 5th right now is intense.
Flame.
Yeah, it looks like Flame is going to try to hold off these guys. Everything seems to be working out to his benefit. I want to pop back on board, however, with Soul Pun. He is breathing down the neck of Kairos. This is the battle to watch as the laps start to dwindle down. Soul Pun has been practicing the most out of anybody, and he's been putting in the work. He knows the lines to take and how to take them.
And quick shout out, look at D-Highs in 4th after rolling it big time in turn 1. He is now battling Stone for 3rd place for that podium finish. If he can hit consistent laps, I think he's going to give Stone a run for his money.
I mean, he's running 49 ones right now. That's pretty good for the Bronze Series. I mean, he's checked out on 5th place, and it's a nightmare looking in my rearview mirror right now with all these guys. It is absolutely scary. But anyhow, Kairos is is he's not getting any
Oh my
room right
God,
now.
no.
Soul Pun is up underneath him.
He's making that car as wide as possible, but he's doing it great. Look at Soul Pun with an amazing move. Look at that. And he's on the outside going into the last corner. Oh my God, that's a beautiful move.
This is going to be crazy coming down to the line right here. I mean, this isn't the end of the race, but if that was, get your cameras ready. It's going to be a photo finish. These two guys are willing it out for the race win here in the Bronze Series on Monday night. It doesn't get much better than this. Soul Pun able to clear on the nerves. He said he was nervous coming into this race, but you can't tell by it now. He's going to look to clear Kairos and sell off into the sunset. We're going to go back and look at this battle. I think Soul Pun's got him clear. It's just up to him to win this race as Kairos seems to be over pushing. Going through the field here, looking at a little bit of the battles and seeing what we have. Looks like everything's pretty much tame. We got D-High, Stone, and Flame 3, 4, and 5 racing for that podium position.
Yeah, those guys are swapping back and forth too. That's a great battle. Battles all over. What a great race.
Just want to do a quick health check on everybody. It looks like everybody is damaged up a little bit, but not too bad. Nuclears looks like he has the least at 76, and then we have Ice Dude at 77. His car looks pretty battered up.
He's seen better
red
days.
And yellow, but I mean he's on the bumper door check trying to get a top 10. We got to remember, guys, even if these guys finish in last place, they're still 13th out of 24 because there's another lobby going on right now with the other people who didn't qualify in the top 13. So these guys they're not bad whatsoever. It's a testament to the competition. Something happened to Kairos. I'm not too sure. Looks like he's in 7th now. Not really too sure what happened.
On turn 1, I think, because when I look back, Soul Pun was in turn 2 and 3, and I didn't see him. So I think in turn 1 he might have flipped it or overshot it.
Let's see if that brings out a caution. I'm not really too sure that's going to bring out a caution. No, it does not seem the caution is out. These guys are still racing at least, however. So the door's open. Oh my gosh, Flame. Flame's flipping. That has to be a caution. Flame is flipping.
End over end.
And he's still getting hit. Wow. That took out a lot of damage from him.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm pretty sure
run too.
that's going to bring out the caution right when caution cutoff was coming. I'm not too sure, however. Let's see if I can listen in. The radio chatter's pretty quiet. Let's see. We're on board with Soul Pun as he gets ready to cross the line. If he starts to brake, then we'll know a caution is out. Yep. He's slowed down. A caution is out, guys. You need to send this link out to everybody. Send it out to your mom, your brother, your dad, your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend. We're going to go green with 3 laps to go in the PRA Bronze Series. Soul Pun was able to survive that restart even after losing the lead, so I'm not too sure what to expect. It took him a few laps, so he has the long run speed, not the short term speed, but he has a buddy, D-Highs, in 2nd place, and if you look in the mirror, Creature, probably one of the more aggressive drivers in PRA, is on the outside. Actually, Stone. Excuse me, Stone. They switched positions, so that's a little bit more of a comforting sight to see out your back window.
We're going to see what happens here. D-Highs has never been up front here. He is in 2nd place after a rough start, but he battled through adversity, and he is here, and he is going to give Soul Pun a run for his money. Let's see what he can do.
I'm going to pop on board with Kairos. I think everybody's finally here now, so they're going to start picking up the speed a little bit. I'm going to hop on board with Kairos and see how he performs. It'll be interesting to see how he's going to rebound after that mishap. He led some laps, was up in front, has the 2nd quickest time, it looks like, at a 48.6. I mean, there's only 3 guys under a 49. So RC Racer's going to have his work cut out for him starting in the very back. However, 3 laps to go. Viewers on Facebook in the Wreckfest community and viewers on YouTube on the PRA network, you better get your popcorn ready. 2 things are going to happen. It's going to be amazing, or we're going to have a full restart because everybody wrecks, one or the other. But regardless, Grandpa, I know you can't contain your excitement. Bring us to the green, buddy.
Oh, here we go, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, the finish of the Bronze Series. And they're green, Soul Pun, with a beautiful start going into turn 1.
Hey, Russ looks like he's going to be able to clear He's in 4th position. Looks like no drivers on his outside. The back seems to be organizing a little bit. This is going to be the first test for all these drivers. Everybody's taking it. He just got launched into the ambulance. But anyways, we have no tallies on the first lap. It's going to come down to this. We have Soul Punch, Stone, Karos. That's your top 3. D-Highs is breathing down the neck, able to pass him. Creature gets that 2-for-1 special on Kairos. Kairos is in 5th place, coming with 2 laps to go. What's going to happen as we get ready for 2 to go?
Stone was pushing so hard. He was giving it his all, but he got on 2 wheels and he fell back in the hands of Preacher and D-Highs. There's a hell of a battle for 2nd through 7th right there.
I don't even know what position that battle is. It's just a complete battle as Soul Punch seems to check out.
Oh, he's loving this. He's probably feeling great. His nerves are probably calming down with that big gap between him and 2nd place. Stone is holding on. Oh, Soul Punch did make a little mistake. There you got it. Gathered it.
We don't want to jinx him.
No, he doesn't need to make a mistake right now. He's just got to hit his lines, and he'll bring this home.
Like I've been saying all week, it is his race to lose. However, these guys are starting to get testy. A lot of patience are running thin as we get to this white flag lap. Cottonmouth is on the bumper of Flame, and Flame's on the bumper of Creature. Who will bend? Who will break? We got the white flag as Soul Punch gets ready to lead us around the track for one more time.
Oh, I can't wait to see who's going to bring it home on the podium. Those guys are tight for 2nd through 7th there. And shout out to Flame after that big flip. He ended up starting 13th, got up to the front, flipped, and now he's back up to 5th. And someone just went off. Stone did.
Wow. Oh, what a big impact. And Cottonmouth looks to take advantage. But like you said, I mean, Flame, everyone's flipped and looks like everyone's might have recovered, but I want to give the respect where the respect is due. Soul Punch 86-21 survived restarts when he needed to survive the restarts, and he's going to come around this final corner, dominated in practice, dominated in qualifying, and now he's going to dominate in the race and punch himself into the Silver Series. Congratulations, Soul Punch.
What a race. Soul Punch dominated every aspect of this race, and it was amazing. And you know what? Don't count him out in the Silver Series. He is going to give those guys a challenge. You know what? He could bring another race win home, possibly even go on to gold on Wednesday.
I think so as well. So we got Soul Punch winning the race. D-Highs in 2nd, Creature in 3rd, Cottonmouth in 4th, and Kairos was able to rebound in 5th. That is your top 5. You see the rest on your leaderboard, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Bronze Stream. The Silver Stream will be coming up on PRA Network Facebook. Thank you guys for tuning in. But we're going to close down the stream on Facebook, and we're going to get ready to go live on the PRA Network for the Silver Series. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.